Good morning, children. Today, in this class, we'll continue the same topic, that is agriculture. Previous class, we have discussed about the major crops. Major crops right from beginning. We have been discussing, that is paddy, wheat, pulses, maize, sugarcane, tea, coffee, etc. We have been discussing about rubber last class. We will continue with this. Rubber is an equatorial crop. It is a equatorial crop and India ranks 5th in production of rubber in the world markets. This plantation always cultivates in the large area by using the modern technology and by using the fertilizers and chemicals. They earn more profit. Rubber. Especially rubber, Indonesia and Malaysia are the world's leading producing of rubber in the world. Whereas India comes 5th position. And we have a lot of uses also rubber. Yes. All these sports goods, leather items, all these things will be manufactured, produced by using the rubber. Okay. Now coming to the fiber crops, yes. Fiber crops. Which are the most important fiber crops? Here there are 4 major crops. One is cotton, jute, hemp and silk. These are the 4 major fiber crops. One is cotton, jute, hemp and silk. We will discuss only cotton and jute because remaining 2 they are not mentioned in our curriculum. These are the best examples for fiber crops, cotton and jute. These crops normally grows in Kharif season. Cotton and jute normally grows in Kharif season. These crops requires high temperature. High temperature must be more than 25 degrees centigrade, requires little rainfall and fertile and well-drained soil. Fertile and well-drained soil is required for both cotton as well as jute. Yes. Here the climatic conditions are same for both the crops. Yes. Temperature must be very high, more than 25 degrees centigrade. Rainfall will be little and soil is well drained and fertile. Then you can write down fertile and well drained soil. These are the climatic conditions very essential for both cotton as well as jute. Cotton, it is one of the most important raw material for industry. Cotton textiles. India is producing cotton in the world, stands in 5th rank. Yes. If you take in India, cotton producing states in India, Maharashtra is leading. Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Madhya Pradesh. These are the cotton producing states in India. Cotton producing states in India. Come to the second one, that is jute. It is also the finest example for fiber crops. This jute can be considered as a golden fiber. Jute can be considered as a golden fiber. And it requires high temperature, black soil, black and well-drained fertile soil and little rainfall. this will be grown. Yes. Normally, jute will be grown in the areas of West Bengal. West Bengal, Bihar, Assam, Orissa and Meghalaya. Complete the eastern belt, yes. Because here we find fertile, well-drained soils and heavy temperature and moist, little moist is required for golden fiber, that is jute. So jute producing states in India are, number one is West Bengal is leading state. West Bengal, Bihar, Assam, Orissa and Meghalaya. These are the jute producing states in India. Children, at the same time, we can find there are various uses. We can get many uses from this jute. Yes. We can prepare mats, carpets, boxes, yarn, jute, thread, gunny bags. Variety of things can be made by using this jute, by using the jute. So these jute and cotton are the most important, best example for fiber crops. Right? And come to the next one is technological and institutional reforms. So far we have discussed all the major crops, starting from rice to last one is cotton and jute. Now coming to the technological and institutional reforms. As you know, India is a backbone. India is an agriculture country. Agriculture is the backbone of India. So we have been cultivating this activity thousands of years onwards. But due to the technical tools, due to the modern technology, lack of tools, it has hindered. It has been declined, stagnated. Agriculture cannot increase. So therefore, by thinking this, in the fifth 5-year plan, government has focused on towards agriculture. To increase this agriculture development, they want to introduce various technological and institutional reforms. I mean, this is a land reforms want to introduce. That is after independence, around 1960s and 70s. 1960s and 70s. But however, due to some problems, they are unable to introduce later. So these institutional reforms introduced in the year 1980 and 90. They introduced some technological and institutional reforms for the farmers, for the poor farmers of India, so that they can improve the agriculture production. But what are these institutional reforms? Yes, number one. Yes. Number one is you can take crop insurance. Yes. Crop insurance. As you know, with cultivation time or harvesting time, there is some of the problems faced by these farmers due to cyclone, due to floods, due to disaster, or due to disease. Crop totally will be failure. So crop insurance. So for that, what they do is government will give some certain insurance, and government has introduced various society, various banks. Cooperative society banks opened and providing loans for the farmers by giving low interest rate. By opening of these banks, they given loans for the very, very lowest rate. And they are given Kisan Credit Cards, KCC. KCC means Kisan Credit Cards. And PA, second one is PA, Personal Accident Insurance Scheme, PAIS, Personal Accident Insurance Schemes. At the same time, weather bulletins through radios and telephones, and minimum support price. So all these methods has introduced for the sake of poor farmers in the country. Crop insurance is given, Kisan Credit is given, PA is given, minimum support price, weather bulletins, banks is opened, loans is given with a low interest rate. All these facilities has provided through these institutional reforms for the sake of poor farmers. So therefore, they can increase the agriculture production in the country. Children, there is one important question. And is the institutional and technological reforms introduced by the government for the sake of poor farmers? And is the institutional and technological reforms introduced by the government for the sake of poor farmers? So, you can write down all these points. The following reforms has been introduced for the sake of poor farmers in the country through technological and land reforms. Number 1, crop insurance. Number 2, Kisan Credit Cards. Number 3, PAS, minimum support price, and cooperative banks. By giving the loans, by providing loans with the lowest rate. All these facilities has provided for the sake of poor farmers. For the sake of poor farmers. All these points can be written. And list the institutional reforms introduced by the government for the sake of poor farmers. Clear? That is technological and institutional reforms. All this is introduced in the 1980s, 80s and 90s. Initially, of course, they have planned to introduce after the 5-year plan. They want to concentrate more on this agriculture development. Due to some problems, it has failed. Initially started 1960s and 70s. Come to the last one, children. Here, contribution towards agriculture, national employment is. As you know, agriculture has been doing 1,000 years. So it has been developing through GDP, gross domestic product, and giving employment opportunities for the people. So over a period of time, it has been declining. It has been stagnated. So whenever there is a stagnated and decline, then there will be a serious problem in the country. Therefore, government has taken very seriously to concentrate to improve this agriculture development. So accordingly, they have introduced various agricultural research institutions. Agricultural research institutions. And they have introduced various veterinary services. They introduced various veterinary services, meteorology. So various research centers related to agriculture has been introduced. Therefore, here they will get lot of employment opportunity for the people. Lot of employment opportunity. At the same time, they can increase the agriculture and development of agriculture will take place. That is children. Contribution towards agriculture and national employment. And there is last one, food security is there. Food security and globalization of agriculture towards globalization. These two paragraphs are not there in our syllabus. These two paragraphs are deleted from your curriculum, syllabus. So you have to concentrate agriculture. This topic, what is agriculture? What are the methods of agriculture? We have discussed already 3 methods: primitive, subsistentive and commercial. Then cropping pattern. We have to concentrate on cropping pattern. That is Kharif, Rabi as well as Jaid. So which all the crops can be cultivated in this particular environment? Which all the crops can be grown in Kharif, Rabi as well as Jaid? And previous classes, last 1 week onwards, we have been discussing about all the major crops. Yes, we have been discussing about all the major crops, what climatic conditions they require, and which are the leading producing states in India, and compared with the world ranks. We all discussed. And finally, this is technological institutions and contribution towards the national income. Children, they are given few multiple choice. At the end of the topic, they are given few multiple choice. Don't go through it. I will give you some exercises here. Textbook. You have to be concentrate the 4 most important question exercises from this topic. Number 1 is name 2 important beverage crops. Name 2 important beverage crops. What climatic conditions require? And mention its producing states. The most important question is name 2 most important beverage crops and what are the climatic conditions required? Mention its producing states. That's 1. Number 2 is enlist the institutional technological reforms provided by the government for the sake of poor farmers. This is very important for examination point of view. And third question is, what are the geographical conditions required for cultivation of rice? Mention its producing states in India. What are the climatic conditions required for cultivation of rice? Mention its producing states in India. Rice, that means paddy. These 3 questions are most important questions for examination point of view. Everybody has to learn. There is no excuse. Everybody has to prepare these 3 questions. Beverage crops and institutional reforms and the geographical conditions required for cultivation of rice and mention its producing states in India. Very essential. Everybody has to by heart learn and you have to practice. Should be. Institutional reforms and related to rice 5 marks and third one is beverage crops. Beverage crops as well sometimes they may ask fiber crops. Fiber crops are cotton, jute hemp and silk. Whereas here beverage crops are tea and coffee. Tea and coffee. Or you can consider these best example for plantation crops. Best example for plantation crops are tea as well as coffee. You can write down. Name the two examples of plantation crops. Mention its climatic conditions. Which are the states producing in India? Children, so these are the 4 questions which you have to learn by each and every cadet of the class. No excuse. Is it clear? Thank you.